Hello, this is Chris Thomson from Marwick Marketing, a premier Google partner agency here in the southwest of England. And for today's video blog, I'm just going to spend a couple of minutes exploring the new big Google update that will be happening in May 2021 and how it will be impacting all websites and how to be prepared for it. So let's jump in and take a look at what we're going to cover. So it's a very short video blog, just a few minutes, but we're going to look at what is this big update that everyone's talking about coming out in the next few weeks. The terminology behind it is called the Core Web Vitals and how that's going to impact your website, and just some suggestions on how to be prepared and what to look for. So we're going to keep it short, sharp, and detailed so that you walk away with an action plan on how to navigate this massive Google update. So ultimately, it's about high quality on-page experience, a page experience metric from Google to determine the user experience someone would have when arriving to your website. So in the past, Google have devalued websites based on the amount of time it takes for them to load. It's devalued websites in search results based on websites not being mobile friendly. But this is kind of like a supercharged Google update where it's now looking at more of a holistic approach to the website. Is the website going to frustrate people? Is it slow? Are the most important items on the website slow to load? All these things that, as Google, as one of the top search engines in the world, if it sent people to a website that's frustrating and slow and insecure, then we will lose that audience. So Google's really up in the ante here by bringing out this Core Web Vitals update in May 2021. So it covers a few different areas, and some of them are old, some of them are brand new, but ultimately they're around these pillars, if you like. So ensuring that it's mobile friendly, not just the way that it's laid out, but just how it deals with slow mobile networks on a load-in time, the usability around the website itself, making sure the website is safe to browse, making sure it's secure to browse as well, using things like HTTPS and Cloudflare, making sure there's no intrusives, and then making sure that it dials into the bigger picture of the Core Web Vitals. And again, this isn't necessarily repeating the updates around the page load time. What Core Web Vitals is going to be looking at is a number of things, and I'll post some links in the actual written blog below. But to give you an idea, one of the Core Web Vitals elements is around the term largest contentful paint, or L.C.P. And this basically is perceived loading time. So when you go to a website on your mobile phone or on a desktop, how long it takes for the most important information or eye-catching information to load so that the user stays engaged. So this is quite different to the older metric of like how long does it take for the entire website to load. So this is going to be a really strong factor when it comes to how well your website performs on Google. If you're under the benchmark, Google's going to love that, and it's going to be a great resource for users. So it's going to naturally place it higher for keywords and terms and search terms that you may not be necessarily ranking for right now. And again, it's going to be comparing you against your competitors. So this is going to be a major SEO kind of factor in the coming year at least. And again, this is just one example of what the Web Core Vitals is talking about. So it's a lot more advanced than what we've seen so far over the last couple of years. Ultimately, it just simply comes down to the fact that Google is asking website owners and business owners to ensure that their website is as frustration-free as possible to provide that amazing user experience for people using the internet to search for businesses and services and products and so on. So how do we find out how our website's doing? Very simple. You're going to log into Google Search Console. You'll notice that the speed test option has now been replaced with Core Web Vitals there, as you can see from the slide. You click on this report, you'll see a list of your website's pages, your URLs, and it will simply list them as good, bad, improvement needed. And from there, it will give you an idea of what's, if they're poor, if they need improvement, what it is that actually needs to be improved. And that's somewhere, your web developer internally or externally, or your digital marketing team will be able to help. The result of going through this process is that you're going to be ready. And when the update is released, you'll see a natural lift in keyword placements or your search engine results page placements, which again will increase your organic traffic. Failure to do this means you're going to see a drop. They may not be instant, it may not be by the end of May, it may be through the summer and so on. So definitely worth taking the time to log into Google Search Console, running the test, seeing how your website stacks up, and then making those adjustments there. So that was a very quick video blog on an up and coming Google update. Again, the biggest one we've seen for probably at least a couple of years. If you'd like to find out more, there's a number of ways you can reach out to us at Marwick Marketing, just there on the screen. And I welcome any comments or feedback, and we'll chat soon.